Sometimes I wonder, how are people so deceived? How are people not really thinking about the system that we live in and how absolutely oppressive it is? I know people like us, we know what's up. Like we can see through the matrix, but you still got millions, if not billions of people around the world who really think that their vote matters, who really thinks, paying their bills and waking up and going to work every day is just something that should be natural and something that is just, oh, that's just life. And it's like, no, no. We live in a system that's designed to just absolutely take away our confidence. And what makes this worse is you have no type of reinforcement. Have you noticed that a lot of people that think like you, a lot of people that have your same views or whatever, they're never really around you? Like you can only meet people that you really can vibe with online. And even then, you still gotta deal with normies and deal with, society's expectations. But to me, it doesn't seem like that's an accident. It seems coordinated. It seems formulated. It seems like something made sure to keep people that have enough sense and that can see through the system to keep us separate so we won't join forces and try to build something. I mean, we can quote unquote build something online, but it can only go so far because all your activities are monitored, all your communications. And that's another suspicious thing is like, if these people that run the world are not hiding anything, then why do they have so many secrets that we can't know about, and yet they can sit there and watch everything that we do on our computers. They watch our bank accounts, if we have money in the bank account, but even then they still watch it. They watch your purchases. They have all that's recorded, and it's absolutely brutal. Why do we the people always put up with the negative things of people in power? Because a lot of people, let's be honest, they don't want to see the system to break. A lot of people are helping uphold the system because the system benefits them in some way, even if it's small. Basically, a lot of people, they're not ready for no type of revolution. They're not ready for no type of evolution. Most people in this world, they like the, be wage servants. They like it, because when you come out and say, hey, you know, helping somebody else build their dream and raise up and become powerful and become um, a powerhouse is not ideal. What about working on your own dreams and ambitions? And then they look at you like you're crazy. They look at you like you done said so, like you're speaking Chinese or something, or you're speaking a foreign language. They look at you like you're the problem. All I'm saying is that life would be a lot more better if you can at least get to do what you want for a living instead of being forced to be in a prison. And it's like the system has it out for people like us. It really feels that way. It feels like there's something that's monitoring us. And if we're too happy, it robs us. It robs us of our joy, and it does it every single time without fail. And that's not. That's not conducive to human growth and spiritual development. Being somebody like me, struggling mentally, struggling emotionally, struggling physically, struggling economically, it's I can't really explain it, man. It's after a while you kind of get numb to it, but the pain is still there. The pain of what you could have been, what you could have become, if only you had the right people around you to nourish your talents and nourish your attributes and nourish things that could have helped you. But you live in a society where if you're not connected with the right people, well, you're going to suffer. And it's like one of the things I can't stand, which is why I like being isolated and alone, is just bowing down to somebody's will. If you ever had a friend group, you know that certain friend groups that got inside jokes and inside this and inside that, and they got inside perceptions, meaning that if they if they believe in something and you kind of don't believe in it and you voice your opinion, then you get ostracized from the group. You get ridiculed from the group, and that's another thing this system tries to do. Is it tries to like manifest it tries to manifest things against you, and it tries to gaslight you about things you see with your eyes. Like you can tell everywhere you go, you feel like you don't fit in. You can tell every time you have like something good happen in your life and then something bad happens right after. Like this happens. And one of the things that's been happening to me recently is like when I go certain places or whatever, I keep running into these couples I'm like, what the hell is this? And I got other people telling me that too. Like, they'll be at a park, they'll be on a bus, they'll be at the mall, they'll be at an airport, and then out of nowhere, there's like a couple that just appears in front of them and starts showing their affection for each other right in front of you. And it's like, okay, that's nice and that's cool and that's fine and whatever. But it's like, do you guys really have to do that now in a public place? Do you really have to hug and kiss in a public place? Can't you do that privately? And you see, and then the guy kind of looks back at you, or the guy usually acknowledges you if he does. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't pay attention to you. But sometimes the guy can see that you're a guy that's isolated and devastated. He can see that. And he grabs his girl, maybe even smack her butt or do something like so subtle that other people are not going to notice. But people like us, we're extremely sensitive to that because we have daily emotional fluctuations. We can go from extreme happiness to extreme anger in seconds. And that's what makes us kind of dangerous to the system. Can you imagine having a million men who hadn't had sex in a long time or never had sex at all, and you piss them off, or they start to formulate some type of organization? That's a threat to the system, and the system doesn't like threats. This is why a lot of people in this position, bro, some of us gravitate towards, I'm not going to call it dictator worship, but I'm going to call it looking at men that were powerful throughout history and kind of admiring them. It's why I talk about Alexander the Great and people like that, because these were men that had total control over their lives, meaning they were surrounded by, legendary generals, a competent military force. They didn't have to bow and kiss nobody's ass. They did what they wanted to do in their life. Meanwhile, a lot of us, we kind of were like horseshoed or forced into certain positions in life. Do you think I want to be in this position that I'm in, knowing that I have to go through so much hell and so much pain and so much isolation? My life changed drastically when my grandma got sick. And what's crazy about that is, like, I remember a couple of days before that, like, I was applying to colleges, I was looking for jobs and stuff like that. Like, my mind was finally trying to stabilize, and then next thing you know, my grandma gets sick and boom. Later that year, she's gone. But even before that, my uncle passed away. And it's just like, wow. Right when I was getting my mind right, that happened. So that's what I'm saying. There's always these systems and there's always these patterns that you start to notice when you're a guy in this position for a long time. And these systems and these patterns become obvious the longer you live. A lot of you young guys, you guys may start noticing patterns. But when you get older, you really start to notice that life is just one big game. Honestly, life is one big horror movie. This life has its favorites, and this life has people that are just absolutely despised, and it's not fair at all. This life is just not, it's not conducive to me. I wish I can go to another dimension. I wish I can go into an anime world. I wish I can just literally step into a cartoon, literally step into an anime, just so I can escape all this pain. And the pain, a lot of this pain is psychological pain, but the psychological pain drains your soul. When you know that you will never have a good girl in your life, when you know your 20s are behind you and the life that you could have had, you can never have, that breaks you inside, man. This ain't no joke. Like when I get on here and I make these videos or whatever, this is just me expressing myself, right? I still treat it like I have 40 subscribers or 20 subscribers back when I was Black Pill Villain. I've never really changed, right? I never really changed. Oh, you got a little success, and I start, hey guys, you can do anything you want, guys, and I'm blue pill normie, and yeah, guys, that girl Melissa, who every time she sees you, she says, ew, you can still make her your wife. Nah, there's no false hope or no false hopes. I'm gonna be real and realistic, bro. If your life has always been a disaster, it's gonna continue being a horror movie, and don't let nobody tell you different, because they're just trying to gaslight you. People say, what are the solutions? There's no solution. The solution is destitution. That's the solution. The only solution is the absolution of the system, is the deterioration and degradation and annihilation of the system. But that's not going to happen because people are not ready to fight. People are not ready to stand up and actually revolutionize. Most people just are happy, as long as they got a 9-to-5 job, they pay their mortgage, they pay their bills, as long as they can smoke a little kush or have a little drink or have a little sex, play their video games, watch their anime, eat their coke and slop, then most people are fine. But I'm of the age now, and I'm of the mind where it's like I'm just gonna say F it, right? It's just like it's just you start having these evil thoughts, right? I don't know if this happens to you guys. You start having evil thoughts, you start having evil plots, and you start just being like, man, I'm really tired of this type of system where I can't be happy. Like, where can I find happiness? Where can I find people who think like me? And then sometimes when you find people who think like you, it's not always 100. Like, you have to always keep your guard up as a guy in this position. As an excess man, you have to always keep your guard up. You can't really trust people like that because people are going to backstab you. People will backstab you at the first sign that they have an advantage over you. You have to watch your friends, young man. Listen to me carefully. You have to watch who you call your friend. And you have to watch the people you're around. Because a lot of people that you're around, a lot of that helps dictate your actions. Just like your environment is extremely important to how you grow up. If you grow up in an abusive household, if you grow up trapped in poverty, the chances of you escaping poverty are almost zero unless you create some type of financial asset. And nowadays, how a lot of these kids are getting rich, they're getting rich from digital assets. They're getting rich from online things. A lot of the new generation, like Gen Z, Generation Alpha, they don't want to go to a 9 to 5 job. They don't want to do that. They don't want to go to a temp agency and work at a warehouse and uh, get like some room with other people and have roommates, and then you're trapped because now you're gonna have to work that warehouse job that you don't like, and that's gonna drain all your energy. Then you're living in some type of place with other people who you don't know, and you're paying for a room. It's like, this shouldn't be like that. And realistically, any talent or dreams you have is probably not going to happen because everybody that really makes it, these people have positive reinforcement when they're young. They have their success when they're young, and they don't have their success when they're old. After a certain age, success just becomes like a legendary Pokemon. It becomes a legendary mythical creature. When you're so used to failure, when you're so used to being rejected and ejected and dissected by this evil, cruel, barbaric world, it's hard to have faith. It's hard to believe. And what kind of God would allow this? Seriously. The demiurge, that's who. Sock lost the blind one. One day, I'm going to be a Gnostic rapper. Cause I think I'm gonna be one of the first. And I don't care how old I am. I'm still gonna rap my ass out. So you guys stay tuned, because as I progress, or if I progress, if I don't commit septuku, um, I'm going to evolve this channel. Right now, it's me venting because I'm homeless. I don't got anything. I'm struggling. I'm trying not to do anything that's illegal, and I'm just trying to keep my mind right, and I try to verbalize my thoughts and just try to stay stable, right? But in the future, I would like to, of course, get like a real computer where I can actually record better gameplay and better footage. I would like to do vlogging and I like to expand. But right now, bro, I'm in hell. And I'm gonna tell you my report of being in this hell and being trapped and being submerged in this desperate situation. I know a lot of you guys are going through it, and people tell me they use my videos as a way to cope. Yeah, man, I know what you're going through, bro. I know how it feels like to be a loser and a failure and being rejected and rejected. I know how it feels like to see the pain in your mom's eyes because she knows that you're never going to really become nothing. I know how it feels like to be under pressure and constant tension. Like right now, I'm under constant tension and pressure, right? Don't know where I'm going to lay my head at, and I gotta figure that out. Like I have to figure out a place. I can't just be being at random places. That right now, I have to figure out how can I find a job. Then I have to figure out where do I need to go in order to have a place over my head. And that's do you know how difficult that is to be my age going through that when all I really want to do is kind of lock myself inside my room and heal, but I can't lock myself in no more. I don't have my grandma. I can't go to my grandma's house. I can't, be a neat anymore. I have to go out there into a world who don't like me because they see my skin color configuration. They don't like me because I'm a guy that's in isolation and desolation. They don't like me at all. They don't want me to be successful. It's like everywhere I go, people seem to have a problem with me. I always have that. Like people seem to have a problem with me every single place I go. I don't want to be around people. I don't like being around people. That's why I want to be a millionaire. Why I want to be rich and successful is because I don't like being around people. I don't like really talking to people like that. I don't like being around people. So it's like, why am I forced to be at a 9 to 5 job? Why couldn't I get lucky like one of those guys and be able to make YouTubes and make streams and get all this money and success? And And so I don't have to deal with people. It's not about me buying the Bentley coupe, Lamborghini, or Ferrari, or having a mansion, and having all these girls and jewelries and diamonds and chains. It's not about that. It's about peace and tranquility with me. I like peace and quiet. I don't like constant conflict. I don't like being at constant war. I like to just mind my business, stay out the way, and just, you know, just mind my business and enjoy my quiet and peace. I'll do anything, man. I'll do anything to have peace and tranquility, bro. Honestly. But guys like us, we're just not rewarded peace and tranquility. Instead, we get quote unquote rewarded with more agony and pain. I don't think these normies understand how guys like us, if we teamed up, we could be an unstoppable force. But the problem is, a lot of people in this position are just so toxic and chaotic that even if they in the same position as you, they'll try to target you and try to attack you. They'll try to dox you and attack you for no apparent reason other than it's fun for them. Then you wonder why they're in that position they're in. So even as a guy in this position, you don't have any allies. There's no allies in this world for guys like us, man. That's why I feel like an alien in this world. I feel like whoever created this sure as hell didn't want me to be happy and be successful. And I don't want to come back to another life of this. Like if there's like a reincarnation soul trap, I don't want to come back to this, bro. I don't want to come back to a world where I'm just going to go through the same hell cycle that I've already been through. Like who wants to go through that all the time? I know I don't, man. I want peace. I'm tired of going through shit in life, man. I'm tired of like having a place. I gotta find out. I'm tired of getting kicked out here, kicked out there, go here, do this, listen to this, gotta find this. It's like, why can't I just rap and be famous? You know what I mean? Why can't I just make a beat and somebody catches on? Like, why can't a good thing happen for me that can change my whole direction, my whole trajectory of my life? Because I'm being loose harvested and loose farmed. That's why I know the answer. I'm just asking, I'm just speaking it out loud. There's a reason why you're going through the things in your life as well, you know? I know you're going through something right now that hurts you, that makes you angry. I know you don't like that job. I know you keep seeing that sexy girl who doesn't want nothing to do with you. You see her fat little butt walking around, you know, and you see her fat ass walking around. You're like, damn, you know what I mean? You know, you see her cute little face and all that, and she looks at you and frowns. Like, ew, you know, that hurts. Not having a woman in your life as a man is devastating. It's debilitating. It's not normal. It's not normal to be a guy. You're not frequently getting laid. And a lot of people in this world are normies. They think I sound crazy when they're the crazy ones. Ain't that something? The pot calling the kettle black. You know, this world is just undescribable. Honestly, I feel like somebody left a comment saying like life feels like a horror movie, you know, and I'm like, you know, you're absolutely right. Like this life feels like a horror movie, and it's never going to end. And even if it does end, do you think that if we had a horrible life while we were alive, that when you pass away, all of a sudden it's just going to get magically better? I bet the spirit world after we pass away is going to be even worse if we're not soul trapped and reincarnated into another body to be destroyed and devastated. I guarantee that it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrific. It's going to be bad. It's not going to be good. Some people fear hell. Some people, you know, they think about hell. It's like, oh, I'm scared to go to hell. But it's like, bro, look around. You're already in hell. You're already in the matrix, bro. You're already going through it. You know, you're already in hell. There's no, oh, I'm scared of hell and all. That's like, bro, you're already in hell. You're already going through it. You know, look at your life, man. Like, look at it carefully and ask yourself, is this what I dreamed of when I was a child? When I was just a little tiny baby? When I was a kid growing up, bro, I thought I was gonna be successful in something, but it wasn't until I got into hip hop, man. That's when I really found myself. That's when I really like rapping. When I was younger, it gave me so much confidence and belief, but I didn't have no stabilization or no stable foundation to bring alive my creation, and it led to my entire life term annihilation. It led to that. And there's like you know black pill legends that I kind of watch their videos. You guys know I'm talking about, like Baraka and like others who they're no longer with us anymore. And when I watch these guys and I look at their videos, I'm like, these guys were just like me, and they were smart, they were intelligent, That's the miseries. These guys were intelligent, and yet this world was so cruel to them. This world didn't have any mercy to them. Like, this world will show you no mercy. That's one thing I don't like about this world. This world will show you no mercy and then expect you to behave, expect you to be a servant. I don't know how much more I can take of this, guys, honestly. I don't know how much longer I can take of just being disrespected, being mistreated, being in volatile situations where it's like I can't rest. It's like I get kicked out of here. I gotta go through this. I gotta go through that. It's like people keep talking. Some people will say, "Oh, you're talking about the Dachshund situation too much." Like, what do you mean talking about it too much? That affected my life. Do you understand that? I'm in a position now because of some random people who get obsessed with a person online. You know, at least like if I would have got doxxed, I could have been able to have a place to lay my head, comfortably. Maybe not comfortable, but have a place to lay my head at least. These people went out of line and did like, yes, I'm gonna talk about it. My life is being affected by it. So why would I not talk about it? This is not entertainment. This is my channel. This is my pain. This is my venting. You know, you can watch a million other channels, but you're here watching this because you understand what I'm saying is real for the people that support me. But then for like the haters and the trolls and people who just want to comment just to comment foolishness, get out of here. Don't tell me about religion. Don't tell me about your Christ. Don't tell me about that stuff, bro. Because how has Christ helped you? You're just scared of going to hell. You don't care about Christ either. Hell, you know what I mean? You're just scared of burning in hell for eternity, meaning that this God is ruling you because of fear and intimidation. No, that's not a real God, brother. That's a tyrant with a godlike power. A real loving and caring God would support you emotionally, would support you physically, was not going to scare you that you're going to go to hell. A real God would have patience and teach you wisdom and knowledge and help you, and you will have spiritual growth and development. Does the Christian Bible God do that? No. That God's a monster. Look at the book of Job, man. Come on. But yeah, bro, it's like this whole world, man, I just can't wait for nuclear proliferation if it happens. You know, I'm not going to even bat an eye once it happens. Like, some people say it's going to be scary, it's going to be this. Yeah, my life is already scary. Our lives are already scary. So what's a nuclear missile? I mean, you're scared to be obliterated? It's like, bro, your life is already over. But like, come on. You want to keep on living so you can keep going to your 9 to 5 every day, paying bills? Come on. I want to escape and go to the pleroma. I want to go to a realm where I can be a god, where I can create my heavens, where I can create my world, where I can create things that benefit me instead of being surrounded by things that are detrimental to me and they don't benefit me, because this God created a realm that benefits him. People like me, you wonder why I don't have a voice. You wonder why, I don't blow up on YouTube and go viral. First of all, I know it's because of my skin color configuration, because I know if I had European descent, my channel would be way bigger. It'd be way bigger, way faster. I already have 10,000 subs and all types of things. But it's because I'm an opposite of a samurai, right? That the world seems to have it out for me. And people want to deny that, but that's the world we live in, bro. Constant judgment, constant beratement, constant agony, constant pain, constant things that'll make you go insane and make you lose your mind. I honestly wish, man, I had somebody who would have helped me when I was younger in life. I honestly wish that. I wish that I would have had some type of help. Somebody who could have actually gave me a chance to do the things I wanted to do, because I would have took off like a rocket, like a German rocket to Britain in 1942 or whatever. You know what I mean? And there's a history behind that. But it's just, I don't know, man. I still remember, what's crazy is like you kind of get in like a time capsule mode, meaning that I'm still thinking about things that happened in high school. Like, do you know how long ago that was? Like, I'm still thinking about things that happened in high school. I'm still like mad that I didn't go to prom. Mad that I didn't graduate high school, right? Like, mad about stuff like that. I had to go to like what is it called? It was a technical school. Is that what you call that? Like, I had to go to like a charter school to finish up my to get my diploma or whatever. But it's not the same as graduating with all your friends, your football homies, and stuff like that. Going to prom, I missed out on all that stuff. And that does have an effect on you. Some people who say, "Oh, that's not that bad." It's because you experienced it. I'm talking about people who've never experienced it, bro. It's like somebody telling you, it's like a millionaire saying, "Oh, money doesn't matter. Oh, money's not everything." And this guy has $10 million. It's like, bruh, you can say that because you have millions upon millions of dollars. You don't have to wake up in the morning and go to a job you don't like, to be around people you don't like, and they don't like you neither. And you gotta suffer. You've never been homeless before. You've never been in a position where you're a grown man in middle age and you're homeless. You got nowhere to go. And one of the main reasons why you're homeless is simply because you made a YouTube channel and people are evil.